Hey everyone, Pastor Chase here. I'm joined by Marcy Blake, a professional counselor. Marcy, what are some of the trends that you're seeing in teenagers that are causing them to seek counseling? And then part two to that question, what kind of advice would you give to parents to help minister to their child who is struggling?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And even though that's sort of my day in and day out, that made me pause and think, what am I seeing? And, over the 15 years of counseling, I've seen kind of a wide range, right? I've seen lots of kids with depression or anxiety. I've seen kiddos sort of struggle with perfectionism. I've seen them come in for grief or divorce or just struggles with their family. And so I've seen kind of a wide range, but 2020 has by far been my busiest year. I am getting more phone calls than I have ever gotten, understandably so, but particularly from parents reaching out, wanting to help their kids. And so, to me, when I think about just say in this last six or 12 months, really what it boils down to is I'm getting phone calls for parents and their teenager is just struggling to cope, right? And that can be with whatever life stressor they're going with, whether it's a school issue, grades, navigating COVID and what that looks like in their social life, their home life, future plans. It's just this inability to cope with life. And for some, that manifests with anxiety, or depression. But for others, it's just almost this paralyzing position where I've got so much going on and I don't know what to do with it. And so that's what I'm seeing. And my advice for parents really is sort of two parts. I think the first piece is don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until your kid is coming to you saying, I can't function. I'm not sleeping. So be mindful of what's going on with them. You're looking for red flags, things like changes in their sleep, changes in their appetite, one way or the other, changes in their energy. If you're noticing your kid who used to be really social, isolating themselves, not wanting to hang out with friends or do things that they used to enjoy, those are red flags. So that's a time, to check in with your kid, not waiting until, it's too late. And then to piggyback on that, I would say meeting them where they are. You don't have to sit them down on the couch to have a 3-hour conversation. You can really dial in with them while you're taking them to school, while you're in the car. If you're like me, you live in the car taking your kids from baseball or football or whatever. So that's a really good time to just say, I'm kind of feeling the weight of 2020. I'm feeling a little bit anxious or a little bit stressed. What about you? I think sometimes parents want to feel like we've got it together and I've got to present myself that I'm fine. And just being vulnerable with your kiddo and saying, I'm struggling too. How about you? And can we talk about that? And I guess to piggyback then on the piggyback, I would also say one of the best things that parents can do is to check themselves because parents are struggling. I mean, they are, and I think they're more emotional, they're more stretched thin. And so what they're modeling for their kids is, I'm stressed and I don't know how to deal with it. So sometimes the best thing that you can do for your kid is to take a minute and get some help yourself. Figure out how to cope and figure out how to handle, all of this uncertainty. Life is spinning chaos around us. And if we as parents don't have a handle on that, then we're not able certainly to help our kids, but we're also not modeling for them what they need to see.
Yeah, man, Marcy, that's an incredible challenge, a good reminder. We have to take care of ourselves if we want to effectively take care of our kids. And so, parents, I really hope that this encourages you and makes you kind of evaluate everything that's going on, and just encourages you to have those conversations as you are now the Uber driver of your kids to practice in school and all of those things. I hope this blesses you guys. Have a great week.